Without a shadow of a doubt, it's the Crockett Show in social media history. I want to welcome you to the Sunday edition of the War Zone. Y'all know who I am. Without a doubt, the incomparable, unapologetically black five-star general. We need to watch some of these Negro leaders spitting the rhetoric that they spitting. They not working for us. They working for themselves. So today, I'm going to have an intimate discussion. And I'm going to get down to business. Say, man, I want to welcome you to a Sunday evening edition of the War Zone and tell you thank you. Thank you again for tuning in as always. You know, I love you guys, and without you, I wouldn't have a show. So I thank you for taking the time out to hang out with you, man. I want you to push the share button on the video. I want to go over some things that I've been thinking about and just touch on a few things and get it off my chest. Today I saw a press conference with the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats, with the same usual suspects standing in front of the camera. Candace Matthews, Darnella Wilkerson, Terrence Shanks, and a whole bunch of other people. And the synopsis of the interview was they were tired of Harold Dutton and they wanted him gone. They spoke on voter suppression and what the Republican Party is doing to Black people. I've done a lot of research, and Brother Malcolm warned us of the professional Negro. You know, the Negro that dresses nice, that likes to stand in front of cameras and act like they're working in the best interest of Black people. Well, I don't have to tell you what Brother Malcolm said. Let's look at an interview that he did, and you can see it with your own eyes. This is an interview that Malcolm was having with Eleanor Fisher, and she asked Malcolm, do you think that Dr. King is sincere in what he's saying and doing? Or do you think perhaps that he's being rather opportunistic in his own way, but his way just happens to be wrong? Malcolm's response was, he's wrong. And I'm inclined to believe that most Negro leaders, professional Negroes, are professional Negroes. Being a Negro is their professional, and being a professional, whatever that was, that line, a leader is their profession. And usually they say exactly what the white man wants to hear them say. Malcolm went on also to say, they never let the white man know exactly what Black people are thinking, period. And most of them whose existence or whose position of leadership depends upon the subsidy or crumbs from the white man's table, will only say what white man wants to hear. When they get behind closed doors, they talk a different language. And I think that they do the white man more harm and do America more harm than Muslims do, who let white men know exactly what they think and what Black people think in general. Eleanor Fisher goes on to ask Malcolm, is there any leadership in the Negro community outside that of the Black Muslim movement which you would approve of? Malcolm said, whoever is standing up telling the white man that his position is unjust and that black people should not have to wait for any Supreme Court, Congress, or Senate to legislate, or even the president to issue any kind of proclamation to better the condition of people. If he, a Negro leader, is standing up making that point clear, then he's all right with us. Hold on a second. Malcolm goes on to say, but as long as he's making the white man think that our people are satisfied to sit in his house and wait for him to correct those conditions, he is misrepresenting the thinking of the black masses. And he's doing the white man a disservice because he's making the white man be more complacent than he would be if he knew the dangerous situation that is building up right inside of his own house. A cat that's inside of your house that is angry and dissatisfied and hostile is more dangerous to you than a full-grown lion is on the outside. As I watched that press conference today, it brought me back to think about what Malcolm said. The wolf in sheep's clothing, which is the professional Negro. I need you to follow me because it's going to make sense. I'm going to make it all correlate. These people stand today in a press conference because they're fighting for the betterment of black people. Texas Coalition of Black Democrats, Terrence Shanks, Darnella Wilkerson, Candace Matthews, and a host of others. But can somebody tell me, what has this organization done for the black community? What programs has it brought to our community? What initiatives have been brought forward that would help us get more jobs? What initiatives have been brought forward to decrease crime? What initiatives have been brought forward to help our children get a better education? Nothing. These people stand in front of these microphones on a daily basis lately because they're not there for the black community. They are there pandering for votes for the people that they want in office so that they can continue to line their pockets. So if money is coming through the door, it's not going out into the black community. Houston has exploded with construction, freeway construction, with the building of schools and a lot of, major office buildings. But yet the black man cannot get a decent contract in that game. So why are you standing in front of that camera? Yet the average black man cannot get a job on those construction crews that are building this new Houston. So why are you standing in front of those cameras? You're not standing there to fight in regards to voter suppression, because I guarantee you, most of you standing in front of that camera have never even read the bill in regards to voter suppression or voter integrity. You've never read it. Somebody told you what you need to be doing. See, when the Negroes wanted to leave the plantation, there were those who reported to the overseer, and the overseer reported to the massa. So you got people like Candace Matthews who's standing in front of a camera reporting to her overseer, who's now Jesse Jackson, who at the end of the day is going to walk into the White House and report to the massa. But remember, Malcolm told you, they don't tell them everything that we need. They go and get the crumbs for us. So should we be more mad at the white man for giving us crumbs, or the people who only solicit the crumbs? I am so sick and tired of people not using their own brain. You have people standing in front of a camera today that have defrauded the Black community. You've misled the Black community. But yet you're standing there saying that you're working in the best interest of Black people. What I find confusing is that everybody wants to hold Harold Dutton accountable from this group. But none of these people wanted to hold Jerry Davis accountable for his address being at an empty parking lot. You tell me. All of these people want to hold Harold Dutton accountable, but none of these people said nothing about the fact that we've proven that Tasha Jackson violated election laws to get in her seat. These same people stand in front of that camera and they have a problem with Harold Dutton. But not one of those people have asked to see the evidence that we have for voter fraud. So are you working for the Black community? Or are you working for a Black man who's working for the enemy? This is what I'm trying to figure out. Now, I don't expect you to believe me. I don't expect you to do anything about it. It's just something that I have on my chest. It's just something that I have on my chest. And I'm in Houston for a minute, so this is what I do. I'm on a daily. This is what I do. Why are these people out there? These people don't live in our community. They don't go to our churches. Their children don't go to our schools. But these Black people know what's best for us in our community. You don't find that strange? These are the professional Negroes that Malcolm warned us about. These are the professional Negroes that Malcolm warned us about. Let's go and let's look at some more of what Malcolm said. Let's look at it. I'm looking at an interview and I'm looking at something that Malcolm said. And I'm trying to see. See, Monroe crazy. The Republicans are paying Monroe. Ain't nobody paid me. And they said King was crazy too. They said Brother Malcolm was crazy. No, I'm not crazy. I just didn't figure y'all out. When I look at campaign finance reports and I see these same people's names on these reports, why are you taking money from these people? But yet you say you represent the best interests of us. Every day they're on the news somewhere, either dragging Dutton or either they have an ulterior motive. None of these people spoke in front of the Education Committee 4 years ago when Dutton authored 1842. This the big deal where they could close the schools if one school was failing in the district and they could take over the district. Not one of these people spoke on that bill. They didn't speak against it. They didn't do anything. But they are so fed up with Harold Dutton. No, in all actuality, we're fed up with you. I'm fed up with you. I'm fed up with the fact that behind the scenes, remember Malcolm said, they say one thing in front of the cameras, and then they say something else behind closed doors. Damon Gibson, you tell me 70% of black students read below grade level. I've yet to hear these black coalitions mention or discuss this publicly. Exactly. This was before Dutton. Our school system came under attack. These people never opened their mouths. And now everything that you can go back and grab on Dutton, it's a problem now. But you never opened your mouth. You never stood in front of that committee and voiced your opinion. But now you're trying to save Black America. Are you serious? Are you serious? You know, Friday, whether y'all know it or not, I've had a stent on my kidneys with all these procedures that I've been through. Friday was the first day that I am stent free. If y'all knew the pain that I was in, all them days I'm laughing, I'm joking, I'm on the show with Candace and Elvante, with Demetri and Donovan, and I am in serious pain right here, serious. But sick or not, I spoke in front of committees. I spoke in front of city council. I spoke in front of school boards. I spoke in front of everything. But where were these people that all of a sudden care about Terrence I-Hoppin Jones? They care about Al Jackson. They care about Becky Valadez. They care about all of us. But they've been missing in action. I know, and I'm going to just go back 4 years. For the last 4 years, they have not done jack shit. You don't like Harold Dutton because you can't push him around. You don't like Harold Dutton because he marches to the beat of his own drum, whether he's right or wrong. This is why you don't like Dutton. Dutton doesn't give a damn about taking a picture with you. Dutton doesn't give a damn if you don't like him. He don't care if you shoot shots at him on social media, and you can't take it. You want somebody in office that you can shit on and make them do what you want to do. But the whole time your plan is geared to help you. It's geared to help you. Now, you're planning a march from Georgetown, Texas to the state capitol. This is a 3-day march. For what? You ain't got nobody in the capitol that can do no business right now. You want to stay in front of them cameras with them games. Why are you not jamming up your local politicians in regards to these crimes? Why are you not jamming up the mayor about schools? Oh, well, the mayor don't have anything to do with schools. Yes, he do. When he wanted to charter 11 of them. So if he had something to do with it then, he got something to do with it now. Why are you not jamming him up with the OBO department, Office of Business Opportunity, that's not giving an opportunity to black contractors to get city contracts like everybody else? Why are you not jamming them up about that? That directly affects us. Because you're reaching out there. You want the national stage. You want to look good. And now it's the Rainbow Push Coalition. And Jesse Jackson. In my Cedric the Entertainer voice. Fuck Jesse Jackson. He ain't did shit for black people in forever. And he ain't gonna do shit for us now. Jesse want money. He wants money. And anybody fucking with him want the money theyself. Show me I'm wrong. Show me what the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats has done for black people in Harris County. And if you can show me that, I'll apologize and I'll shut the hell up. Show me what Jesse Jackson has done for black people. I'll apologize and I'll shut up. There's nothing being done for black people because these people that want to stand in front of these cameras, these professional Negroes, are already bought and paid for. They're already bought and paid for. So now they're out pandering votes. You know why they pandering votes? All of y'all out there, Becky, Al, you know why they pandering votes? Because they know they finna get they behinds mollywopped in 2022. They know they gonna lose the House and the Senate in 2022. They man Joe Biden ain't did nothing. So they know they're gonna lose a bunch of seats. So now they out pandering, acting like somebody trying to take us back to 1960 until somebody makes me count some jelly beans in a jar at a voting poll. I'm not saying it's suppression. You use fear to try to get people to vote for the candidates that you want. You can't use their record. You can't use the initiatives which they had pushed forward. You can't use the laws which they helped get passed because they've not done that. So you use fear as a means to try to get people to the poll. They use fear. Fear or not, there's nothing that can cover the fact that Joe Biden doesn't give a damn about black people. There's nothing that can cover that fact. You stay out there placating for every other issue. You lump us in with every other issue. Those people in front of that camera today were there as a black and brown coalition, were there as the LGBT community. You motherfuckers put black people on the back burner so goddamn bad, we'll burn up if nobody didn't see that pipe back there. You don't put black people in the front and you black. And I'm trying to understand y'all, but I don't get it. You are nothing more than two-bit criminals based on your records that I've seen, some of y'all, that are doing nothing but harming our community more by placating like you out there really working for us. You're not working for us. You're not working for us. Why don't you guys do exactly what Damon Gibson said? You said you would hold these people accountable. You said you'd hold Joe and Kamala accountable. You'd hold Warnock accountable. And y'all have not done that. So now you resort to fear. I only wonder what this country would be like if we actually got some real representation. I wonder where would black people be if we really did have the right representation. See, because contracts under the money table got us so far behind, we can't see the forest for the trees. So this is why we have to stop trusting the people that stand in front of us. See, my dad and you say, when you say something too many times, you're lying. Every day they in front of them cameras. Every single day they in front of those cameras, spitting that lie. Now, there's some things in the bill that should be adjusted and changed and amended, no doubt. There are some things in the bill that have already been amended that are just downright fair. But you need this bill to die, especially in Harris County, with all the under the table cheating you've been doing. And if you guys Listen to me closely. Use your head and research your candidates. They lose their power. Because if their people are not in office, nobody's going to play ball with them anymore. They need their power back. And they can't seem to get it. Even though they control every fraction of government right now, they can't seem to get that stranglehold back on their power. And it's because you have been exposed. You have been exposed to the highest degree. You professional Negroes are the problem. You are the problem. How dare you attack Harold Dutton when you got people in Harris County shouldn't even be sitting in seats? But you've never opened your mouth. How dare you? Do I like everything Dutton do? Hell no. Do I understand why he do something? Hell yeah. You are a garbage politician, Republican or Democrat, if you do not know how to work both sides of the aisle. You're a garbage politician. And a whole bunch of these people y'all done sent to Austin don't know how to work both sides of the aisle. They don't. See, in business, it's called give and take. Let me go slow for you. It's called give and take. You want something, go into it knowing that you're not going to get everything. Have at least 20 things that you want, knowing full well in the back of your brain, you're only going to get 3. So guess what happens if you get 3 or 5 you want? As long as it's the 3 or 5 that you actually want, you got to know how to play both sides of the aisle. And we don't have people that know how to play it. They sound good, they look good, but they don't know how to get it done. I'm being honest with you. This is what I see. This is what I know. This is what I know. Let me put your comment up. Arabia, hold on. She said, blacks don't research candidates. They vote by the name recognition and not what candidates have done for the community. And that's sad. She's exactly right. You're voting for a name. You're not voting for the work that they've done. You're voting for a name, and they bank on that. These folks that stand in front of these cameras think y'all are the most ignorant people in America. Not the white man. These black folk that stand in front of these cameras, because they know what they're doing. I challenge anybody from the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats, statewide, Harris County, whatever, open debate me. Carol Robinson, I'd eat your ass up, dude. Because you don't work for black people. You work for yourself. I'd eat you up, dog. I'd eat you up, man. Because you're not good for black people, brother. I'm sorry, but you're not. You're not in it for black people. You're in it for certain people. One being yourself. You're not in it for the right reasons. You're not in it for the right reasons. You still got this girl running around here unofficially the accountability chair when she needs to be held accountable for a whole bunch of shit. But I get it. We don't want to hold her accountable. We don't want to hold certain, but we want to hold Gary Monroe accountable. I almost said something, man. But this is why we are where we are as a people. It ain't the white man that did us in. It's our people. It's our people with the backroom deals. Be leery of the ones that stand in front of those cameras. What have they done for us? Is the question. What have they done for us? Every judge, every elected official, city council, the county, look at the people in these prominent positions and ask yourself, County Commissioner African American Rodney Ellis, what have you done for Black people? Mayor Sylvester Turner, African American, what have you done for Black people? You got a Black police chief. He running around like a chicken with his head cut off. You can't solve murders by adding more cops. You can't slow down murders or stop murders by adding more cops. It does not work. And you're adding more cops to patrol and brutalize the African American community. These extra amount of cops ain't going to River Oaks. They ain't going to Memorial. They coming to South Park and 3rd Ward. Let's just be real about it, man. When you put these African Americans in certain positions, they become mute. They don't work for us. So who are these people? Who are these people? Demetrius Smith, I believe you. They're Black supremacists. You people worse than these white folk when it comes to us, man. White folk that moved out the way and said we ain't gonna even bother with them. Their own people gonna mess them off. That's what y'all done created. You Black folks are walking around here with black pillowcases on your face with the eyes cut out. And you thinking we don't know who you are. It's easy to find the Black supremacists. All you got to do is wait for election time and watch these clowns come through your neighborhood. When it's election time, watch them show up in your church. When it's election time, watch them standing at the polls kissing your babies. The Black supremacists. But yet you work for us. Y'all stop listening to these people. Do your own research or find you somebody who you can listen to that's going to tell you the truth. Then use that knowledge to get out there and select the right people. Because if we keep putting these same people in office, we're going to keep getting the same results. 30, 40 years of the same results. And the same Negroes in the same suits with the same funky drawers on, preaching the same sermon. So here's my question. How long is it going to take for us as a community to start getting these people out of our communities? They don't live in our communities. Oh, they too good to live in the hood. They're too good to do that. These motherfuckers scared to come to the hood, man. Or if they come, you ever notice how some of them come with a bunch of security? Man, don't nobody want to do nothing to you. But what are you doing for Black people? The Texas Coalition of Black Democrats can't show me nothing they've done for Black people. I tell you one thing you've done for your organization is take white politicians' money and don't do nothing for them. Which ain't right either. You elected officials out there, you cannot speak up. I get it. Because you don't want to be on this side of the ball and it doesn't work and things don't go right. Then you got to go back to these people to help get their endorsement. These people do not deliver the Black vote. The Texas Coalition of Black Democrats does not deliver the Black vote. Shakira Dennis and New Wave, they do not deliver the Black vote. Texas Organizing Project, they do not deliver the black vote. It's time to wake up. It is time to wake up. So every time y'all do a press conference, I'm coming. And if you really want to debate me, I'm available anytime you get ready. Matter of fact, go get you a big dog. I'd love to debate Abrams herself. I'd eat her for breakfast too. Because all these people eventually want to be on the white president's staff. They don't care what position it may be. They just want to be on the team. And that ain't bad for some of y'all that grew up in the hood and ain't half shit and forgot where you come from. I said what I said, and I ain't taking it back. You feel what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. So I'd be damned if I follow a person that's been accused of threatening to blow up a school with 300 kids in it. I'll be damned if I follow an organization that provides insulation for somebody like that. I'd be damned if I follow an organization or listen to an organization that has taken money from innocent politicians and they never knew, and you've lined your pockets with it. I would really be skeptical of these type of people, because if they're unethical in one area, they'll be unethical in another. Understand what I'm saying? Snakes don't change. They never do. They never do. Say, man, it's a reason I'm the best in the business. No, I don't wear no fancy suit. I don't put on no monkey show. I keep it 100. It's the war zone, and you know who I am. I'm the 5-star general. Be leery of these professional Negroes, because they lurking, and now they pandering for votes. But I bet you they won't debate me. Bring the best that you got, and I'll send him home with his tail tucked between his legs. Until tomorrow night, I'll holler at you.